Hi, everyone. Hi, I'm Nika Stewart, CEO of ghosttweeting.com, and I'm excited to share with you today how to use lists on Twitter to help you succeed. And hi, Hillary. Hi, everyone who's joining. Welcome. Good evening. Good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world, or good middle of the night. I want to share with you how to use lists on Twitter, because you know how when you log on to Twitter, if you're following, I don't know, hundreds or thousands, or in my case, tens of thousands of people on Twitter, it's a little overwhelming when you log on. And how do you get people to notice you? How do you attract the right type of person? How do you increase your following and your engagement? Well, I want to show you how to do that using Twitter lists. And I want to say that this is not just a theory. This is something that works. And I know it works because how I only talk to people about what works for me first. And if it works, I try it out on many of our house accounts. We have a bunch of experimental accounts here at Ghost Tweeting, and we try out these, what maybe starts as a guess or a theory, and once it is working and we see it's working, hi Kelly now, welcome. I'm sorry I didn't say hello to everyone. I haven't seen all of your names. I probably need to get a pair of glasses for this, but welcome. So once we see that it's working, we actually do this for our clients. Thank you for the hearts. Oh my gosh. And you know what? Thank you for showing this to me, because if this, you think that how to help you succeed with lists on Twitter, if you think it's helpful to your audience on Twitter, if you don't mind swiping and sharing with your audience, I'd really appreciate that. I would love that, because I'd love to see if we could get dozens or hundreds of people on, and then we could build our own lists of everybody and share and grow our own communities this way. So this has helped me grow and get. And thank you, Kelly, for that. This has helped me grow my following to, right now, I think I'm at about 52,000 followers. But the followers are great. Numbers are great. But what's more important to me is the engagement and people being interested in what I put out. And then, of course, bottom line, most exciting is that these people are clicking my links, coming to my website, signing up for our newsletter, and becoming clients. I have so many people who call on the phone, or, and thank you, Hillary, for sharing. They call and they say, hi, I saw you on Twitter, or I've been following on Twitter and thank you, Audrey, for a few weeks or a few months, and I love what you say, and you retweeted me, or you did a few of the things I'm going to share with you this evening, and they become loyal, raving fans, and then they become our customers. So if that works for you, listen up. If you'd like to learn how to use Twitter lists to build your following, get more engagement, then listen up. So the first thing that I want to say, and I think just in case you're joining, if you don't know who I am, I'm the CEO of ghosttweeting.com. We are a company of social media managers. We help solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, coaches, authors, executives, thought leaders, people who want to grow their visibility on social media. We help them grow their visibility with done-for-you social media services. So that's where I get all of this content. Like I said, I try it on my account. If it works, we try it on all of our in-house accounts, and then we use it on our clients' accounts. And if it's getting results, that's when I know it's really working. So I appreciate those hearts. It makes me feel so good. Thank you. So let's start with what is, oh, you're so sweet. Who is that? Ledwick? Thank you for the teeth compliment. It's always nice to hear compliments on your teeth. So we're going to talk about lists. Now, if you don't know what a list is on Twitter, it's pretty simple once you log on to Twitter to see lists, to see what people may have put you in a list, or it's easy to click to create a list. I'm not going to do the technical of how to create a list and how to put people on a list. If you do want to know that, I have actually a screencast video that shows you very simply, it's a few minutes long, can show you how to create a list and put people who you want on your list. Just let me know. I will send you the video. My email address is Nika, Nika, at ghosttweeting.com, and I'd be happy to send you that video so you can get started making your own list and succeeding Beyond Your Wildest Dreams on Twitter. And it's pretty cool because, like I said, if you log on to Twitter and you're following hundreds or hundreds of thousands of people, it's overwhelming. How are you, what are you looking at? You might be looking at lots of stuff that really doesn't mean anything to you at the moment. But when you have lists, it helps you organize and feel less stress and figure out these are the people you want to notice you. And so you can do certain things with those people. So thanks again for those hearts. Mwah, right back to y'all. The first thing you want to do is decide who you want to notice you. And that's kind of obvious, but in order to put people on a list, you need to decide who you want on this list. The purpose of your list is to look at these people on the list so that they will notice you. And I'll tell you how to get them to notice you. But first you decide, who do you want to notice you? For example, if one of your objectives is to get more media attention, perhaps you can look around Twitter and create a list of journalists, publishers, freelance magazine writers, let's see, who else? There's editors. So anyone who you think can further you along your objective of getting media attention, put those people in a list. And you can keep this list private so these people don't ever have to know that you're spying on them. So you have these people on a list, okay? That's the first thing that you do is you create a list and put people on the list. Maybe your target audience, you want to build a tribe, start a movement. So perhaps, and I'm just, for examples, maybe your audience are mom entrepreneurs. So search keywords and hashtags and find those people on Twitter and put them in your list. Again, they don't have to know if you keep this private. So you're looking and monitoring what they're doing and they don't even have to know. So now that you have put people in your list, and how many? I'd say the more the better. I mean, you don't want thousands, but dozens of people, 50 to 100. Hi, bring Pretty back. You always bring my Pretty back. Thank you so much. So great to see you. You put them on the list and then you get to monitor what they're doing. So they're on your list. Okay, I'm sorry, we were saying how many? Dozens, 50 to 100 is a great number to be monitoring. So once you have people on your list, the next thing you want to do is be monitoring those posts. And how I do that, my favorite way is to use Hootsuite. If you have Hootsuite, create a tab on your account that, oh my gosh, you're doing your first scope tonight. Congratulations and good luck. And please tag me so that I could come look. I'm excited to see. If you have a tab that you call the tab or put your list, this list. You can put any list in your tab. And if you have many lists, put one list in one tab so you can monitor this list. So let's say you've created a list of journalists and writers. You put that in a tab. This list is in a tab and you get to monitor them on Hootsuite. If you don't have a Hootsuite account, grab yourself a free account on hootsuite.com. And you then look at this. So every day you're going to do about 10 to 15 minutes of engagement techniques. And I'm going to tell you my favorite ways to get people's attention. But you don't have to log onto Twitter and just hope that you find certain people and certain tweets to engage with. You now have a very specific strategy. You have a specific list of people who you're monitoring, who you want to notice you. And oh my gosh, that burst of hearts. Thank you. They're going to notice you now because you're looking at this specific group. So you're going to feel a lot less overwhelmed and you're going to now get results. Believe me, I do this. Well, our account managers do this with our clients. And even those who have not done any of this, within a few days, their engagement grows. I can't promise it skyrockets overnight. It depends on how much you do want to spend time engaging and how many people and how many times you want to engage, but you absolutely will see a difference and it grows on itself. So once you're monitoring and engaging, you're going to use these, what I call savvy engagement techniques. You're going to see a difference very quickly in the growth of your following and your engagement. So here are some of the techniques that you want to employ. And like I said, thank you for sharing, Real Sisters Rising. Great, or Real Sister Rising, only one of you today. Welcome. You want to every day decide you're spending 10 to 15 minutes, log on to your Hootsuite, look at that tab of your list, that column, and do one of the following 5 things with a poll. Now, you of course have to find a tweet that's appropriate. Just because you want to get these people's attention, it doesn't mean that everything they post on Twitter. Yes, of course, I know it's a network, but you're the real sister, right? Let's see, I'm making sure I see that right. Yeah, Real Sister Rising. Yes, welcome, network of Real Sister Rising. Okay, so you want to do, you want to find posts that are appropriate for you to engage with. So, like I said, if someone is someone you want to notice, but they're posting things that are in disalignment with your brand, you're not going to retweet them. But you can say that, you may say great article. So just because it isn't appropriate for you to retweet, it doesn't mean you can't engage with it. So here are the 5 engagement techniques that I would say you do a few of these or at least one of these on different posts. So you find a post, and the first thing that you can do is share. And I don't mean simply click to RT, retweet. You actually want to share with some meaningful comment. Think about how you feel. Here's really the truth. How do I learn how to do engagement techniques that work? I see what works on me. I'm a consumer. There are certain brands that attract me. There are certain brands that attract me enough that I click their buttons and I pick up the phone and I call and I buy things, right? This happens to you. What is it that works? When I see something working on me, I know it works. And so I like to take those techniques and make them work for me and for my clients so that we all get noticed by other people in a way that gets them to want to click and buy our stuff, right? And, work with us. So when you share someone's post, think about how it feels when someone shares your post. That's fabulous. But imagine if they not only shared it, but they said, hey, Real Sister Rising, I loved this article you just wrote. In fact, I used one of those techniques you wrote about yesterday. Obviously, you have to make it a little more concise to the point because you have 140 characters. The great thing now is you have a little more characters with the new quote retweet. So you can retweet and put your feelings about that, what you just retweeted on top of it. So you say, this was a great article, or congratulations on your win, or I love that dress you're wearing in the picture, whatever it is to show you're not just clicking RT and running away. You are, right? You are actually engaging. You actually read it. You actually care. So think about how that makes you feel when someone writes that to you. Not RT, blah, 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 what you just wrote. It's RT, what you wrote, and this is why I loved it. You can tell I loved it because I'm making an insightful comment about it. So that's one of the ways to get people's attention. The second way is to simply click favorite. And that's just like clicking like on Facebook, but a lot of people don't remember to do that or even know to do that on Twitter. And I have to tell you, one time, it was about, maybe it was about a year and a half ago or so, I remember seeing that someone clicked favorite on one of my tweets. And it wasn't even a tweet. It was almost like a tweet that was promoting me. So I wondered why someone clicked that they liked it. It's the kind of tweet that is mostly like a broadcast. Like once in a while, of course, I want to post something to promote myself. I try to give a lot of value, and once in a while I promote myself, but someone favorited my tweet about promoting myself. So I looked to see who they were. And about 10 minutes later, when I was taking out my credit card to buy something on their site, I thought, oh my gosh, they got me, and I don't know if that was their specific intention, but it worked. Whether their intention was just to say, hey, I love your tweet, or hey, how sweet, or I support you. That's what favorite means. It means you support them, you like their tweet, perhaps you want to save it to read later, but it gets people's attention. It got me to purchase some things, and it actually works on other accounts too. It started working on Instagram now. It's a great way to get people's attention. So far we have share a post with meaningful comment. Hello, Mrs. DB, welcome. We also have click to favorite. The other thing is to follow. So maybe you're not following all these 50 to 100 people on your list. Follow a few of them each day. Hi. Follow a few of them, and that gets people's attention. So not everyone will follow you back, but a good percentage of people. And if you do this every day, you're going to notice your following growing. So you're following some people, perhaps they have nothing that's appropriate for you to retweet or favorite today. So follow them if you haven't followed them, or find some new people who you really want to notice you and follow you back and follow them. Another thing that I love to do is to my partner at Ghost Tweeting actually calls this a Power Follow Friday. And you may know what Follow Friday is. It's something that it used to be much more popular on Twitter, although it still is a great thing to do. On Fridays, people will write hashtag Follow Friday or hashtag FF and put in a whole bunch of Twitter accounts as if to say, hey, my community, these are people I love. You can go follow them. And so, it's kind of saying to those people, I'm sharing you. I want you to notice me. I'm doing something nice for you by sharing you with my community. A better way to really impress someone is, instead of saying, follow Friday, this account, this account, this account, and this account, you actually say, again, something meaningful, like, if you're looking for a knowledgeable social media pro, check out @Nika Stewart. She knows what she's doing. Now, that would make me feel fabulous. So if someone wrote that instead of just follow Friday, this person, it makes me feel like this person actually, I certainly am going to notice them. And of course you would too if they do that for you. So do that. And it doesn't have to be a Friday, and you don't have to write follow Friday. What you're doing is giving. You're saying, I love this person because of this. You'll love them because of this. If you're this type of person, follow them. That gets people's attention. And the fifth thing I want to say to do is, when anyone does this to you, if anyone retweets or comments or recommends you in any way, acknowledge them, thank them, say you love them for their support, whatever your language is, however you feel good to acknowledge people. The more gratitude you show to people who give, the more they will want to give, and turn around and give back to them, and they're going to want to keep giving to you. So those are the 5 ways that I will tell you work if you really commit to minimum 10 minutes a day, and it's such a little amount of time. Once you create this list and put the tab or the column on your Hootsuite account, it will only take, we spend about 20 minutes a day on each client, so that's better. But I'm telling you, you only need 10 to 15 minutes to really actually make this work. And the more you do, the better. Thank you. I love your tips too, Real Sister Rising. I think we do follow each other, right? On Twitter and Facebook, I believe. But anyway, thanks. So again, let me tell you these 5 ways to engage people. Yes. Mwah. Share a post with some meaningful comment. Favorite some posts. Follow some new people. Do what my partner Rob calls a Power Follow Friday. In other words, recommend someone to your community and your followers, and tell your community why you love this person and why they should follow them. And acknowledge people who give to you. If you do that, like I said, 10 to, I'll say 20 minutes a day, you will notice a growth in following, in engagement, in clicks to your website, if that's what you're doing, if you're posting links to your website. So I would love to hear your results. Again, if you want to know how to create those lists and put people on your list on Twitter to make this so much easier, just simply send you love this, because I have never used Twitter, even though I have had an account for, oh my gosh, please go on and start using. It's a little tough if you're just starting on Twitter, because it does take some time to grow. But really all it takes is consistency. If you decide you're going to spend a few minutes a day, instead of just trying a lot today and then taking a month or 2 off, because that will not work. It's like building relationships with people. Building relationships with people on Twitter is just like building relationships with people. Isn't that funny? It's not. This is real life. So there's no actual shortcuts to building real relationships. There's certainly some great tips and strategies for saving time. We all need that. But we're all real human beings. So let's all continue to build relationships with each other. Be consistent and you will absolutely see results. So again, email me if you'd like that that quick tutorial on how to build your list, how to create your lists and add people to them. Send me an email, Nika, Nika, at nikastewart.com, and I will send that to you. And thank you so much for your hearts and your sharing, and I hope to see you on another. Thank you for those hearts. I hope to see you on another Periscope. I'm going to start to make a schedule so I can give lots of fun tips. And Audrey Wolf, you're just joining as I'm planning on leaving. But certainly if you're looking to build relationships, increase engagement and followers and traffic to your website, learn how to do that very easily with lists on Twitter. You have a great day too, everyone. Thank you so much. Again, Nika at ghosttweeting.com, and I'll send you that video on creating your Twitter list. And I hope to talk to you soon. Have a great evening, everyone. Mwah.